Let's bring it on.
Good morning, Bobcats. Wow, it's great to see this auditorium so full. What a beautiful place. Today we're going to talk about college and career readiness, and some of this programming has already been in place, but I do want to make sure that students have all of the information you need before you leave for summer, because your opportunities in the summer to get community service and work-based experiences are out there. Some of you probably already have plans to work, some of you probably have plans for community service, but those things will be recognized through the College and Career Readiness Certificate. So, before we begin, let's talk about our CATS expectations in the auditorium. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor, you're sitting up straight, all your things are on the floor in front of you. Put your earbuds and your electronic devices away. You got many places to choose, your pocket, your purse, your backpack. Put it away. I will need your undivided attention. I promise not to take very long. I hope to get out of here by the end of homeroom time. Save your conversations for when you leave the auditorium. Again, we'll get you out of here as quick as we can. And food and beverage is prohibited in the auditorium. Put your stuff away, please. In our building on Mondays, you are engaged in what is called the Individual Career and Academic Plan. And some of you are probably like, is that what that really was? Because I wasn't paying attention, and sometimes my teacher doesn't make me do that, but you need to do that, okay? And it's because it's required by the state of Iowa, and there are 5 parts to the career and academic plan. The first part is self-understanding, and this is when you go into virtual job shadow, and you do all of those assessments that figure out what kind of aptitudes and interests you have, and maybe identify some career areas that you should consider. So how do we use those inventories? That's when we decide what college visits you should go on, what job shadows you should be involved with, and potentially who's eligible for internships, paid or not paid, and who we should go talk to. So if we don't have the right data, then we're not pulling the right students. And in some cases you're saying, why am I going on this college visit? It's the way you responded in your assessment. So please take it seriously. It's important. Career information, again, available through virtual job shadow, but we also have guest speakers come into the building. I just sponsored a little mini fair for our career technical education down in the lower level for the construction companies, and we had another company was looking for mechanics. And there was announcements about that because they were down there looking for employees for over the summer. So again, we will bring those kind of people in, but you have to pay attention and you have to listen to the announcements. And these things are always in the written announcements found on our website. The third part of the career and academic plan is the exploration. We've already started the job shadows. We are increasing the number of internships that you're available for. Some of you already work, okay, so you're already exploring some careers. But it's best to find out now while you're still in high school that I really didn't want to be a teacher because I can't stand those little brats, before you waste your money in college, right? Or that you find out you don't want to be in the medical field because when you see blood, you're going to pass out, right? You don't want to waste money becoming a nurse and then you don't get to be a nurse because you can't stand the sight of blood. So it's best to find out now and to have the right programming when you're in high school and then go on to college. So that's why we do all of these things, so you don't waste your time. And when I say that, make sure you sign up for the college that offers the program that you're interested in. Yeah, it's great to go to UNI and the University of Iowa, but neither one of those has a vet program. You need to go to Iowa State University or consider a community college where you can begin veterinary science and then transfer to Iowa State University or another veterinary school. Do you see what I'm saying? So those are always available, again available to the announcements. You have to listen, and those college reps come to our school, and you can talk to them here or go to their campus. Sometimes a 2-year school will get you to the goals that you want, or at least to start your goals. This is why it is a 2-year school grad. Then I took a break and went to work, had a few kids, and decided I didn't like to work 9 to 5 in the office. Decided to go back to school so that I could become a teacher because now I had children. I wanted to be home with them in the summer. So that's okay. It's okay to start in a community college and then go somewhere else. It's okay to get a certificate from a technical school in mechanic, in welding, those kinds of things. It's okay. That's a great career. Because in Iowa, there are 60,000 unfilled jobs that require advanced skills. 60,000. Our unemployment rate in Iowa is like 2.3%. Small. Because 60,000 jobs are waiting out there. And they're waiting for all of you to get those extra skills so that you can fill them and make upwards of $80,000 as an industrial maintenance. JBS always needs industrial maintenance. Well, you have to be able to weld. You have to have some mechanical aptitudes to fix their machines because their processing machines cannot be down for 1 minute. They probably lose millions of dollars every hour that their machines are down. Same thing with Premiere, same thing with Linux. I guess maybe you haven't thought about that. Well, those are some jobs that are out there that are waiting for you to fill in. Of course, if you're going to college, we will help you. You saw that happen this year. We had college application day that was hosted by the counseling department at the beginning of the year when the kids came in and they made sure that they got online and the representatives were here to help them fill out their college applications. And then they had to fill out their FAFSA, which is the federal aid form for student aid. And then we had that celebration when they accepted the colleges they were going to in the spring. And you saw all the pictures out there. So we'll help you with that, absolutely. Don't forget to ask too. So how does that fit into college and career readiness? So according to the National Superintendents Association, here are some of the indicators if you are college ready. First of all, is that 2.75 GPA. Anybody who's going for the science-bound scholarship, the MEP scholarship, science-bound is actually higher. MEP scholarship is 2.75. To get in college, maybe you can get a 2.5 and get away with it. But you have to have some other things with that 2.5. If you're taking advanced placement classes, how many kids in here are taking, have taken, are considering taking? Raise your hand, count me in, very good, lots of hands. If you get a 3 or higher, then your college may award you some elective credit. You also have to have a C or higher. How many of you are in a dual credit, English, math, science, or social studies? There should be lots of hands on this one, lots of hands, lots of social studies, absolutely. That's an indicator as well, as long as you get a C or higher. Now, at this school, maybe you didn't realize this, but when our graduates leave here, the course that they're most likely have to take based on their entrance exam to college is a developmental math or English class because they're not very strong in math. And when you take a class like that, you have to pay for it, and it does not count towards your degree. Let me say that again. You have to pay for it, and it does not count towards your degree. So we decided last year to begin offering that developmental math. That's the one that occurs the most for our graduates here at the high school. And maybe some of you have signed up for that. It's to help you to relearn those math concepts that'll make you or help you to be proficient when you take the AccuPlacer for community college, or when you take, hopefully, the ACT or SAT, if you're paying attention. Okay? So strengthens your math skills. And completion of the equivalent of 4 years of English, math, and science. The Regent schools, University of Northern Iowa, University of Iowa, and Iowa State University, that's a basic requirement there. It's part of your RAI score. All right, other college indicators. Again, we talked about the SAT and the ACT. Those are the scores you're looking for. Getting A's and B's obviously going to help you with that 2.75, FAFSA completion, enrollment, and stuff like that. But today's presentation is also about career readiness, college and career readiness. So once you get out of college, you got to get a job, right? Well, you're not going to be a student forever, are you? No. Okay, I heard that loud. All right. So, career readiness. The employers in this community want you to have good attendance. They need you to be at work. They need you to be there on time. Wow, I've had that conversation a lot of times in my office. We also need you here at work. This is your work, and on time. 25 hours of community service. Again, this is according to the National Superintendents Association. Why community service? Because community service helps you to connect to your community, helps you be aware of what's available in your community and where the needs exist in your community. So then maybe you identify a career based on the needs in your community. Lots of different ways to look at that. Workplace learning experiences, I've kind of mentioned that, but I'll hang on that for just a second. And an industry credential. Examples of an industry credential that high school students earn are welding certificates, Microsoft certification, Google certification. I think there's some kids in computer repair network, they earn a certification. HIPAA, if you're in the careers pathway, is another one. Serve Safe, I hope I'm saying that right, Ms. FCS department. Serve Safe certification when you're working in the industry. Are some of you working at a restaurant now where you had to get that Serve Safe certification? No? Okay. But those are credentials that we would want you to share with us at this school so that we could document and say, yes, you are working towards career readiness. Dual credit in career technical education courses. We're trying to get the Construction Academy back here in the year 2019 to 2020. That's one. Of course, Foods 3 is another career and technical pathway. Welding is a career technical pathway. Some of you are involved in those things. Okay? What is this other business? Co-curricular activities, Health Careers Club, Science Bound, music, right, band, any kind of athletic event. Being involved in school helps you to be engaged. And while you're engaged, you're concerned about your grades, it helps you get out of here sooner. So there's a lot of positive things for that. And the good conduct violations. I don't know that we've ever talked about that. Good conduct violations occur when you are associated with anything involving alcohol or drugs. Okay, whether it's out, and that includes outside in the community. So if we get a notification from Juvenile Court Services that you have been involved with anything involving alcohol and drugs, that becomes an immediate violation of the good conduct policy. So let's avoid that. Senior dismissed, not just 2 days a week, 5 days a week. I don't have anything to do with you, any place to put you for 3 other days. So if you have a senior dismissed and you're going to an internship, you get it. You're going to MCC to take classes. Senior dismissed, that's always been in place. You are And I happen to know some juniors who will be getting a half-day dismiss next year as a junior, because one will be in the welding program in the morning, and the other one will be in a network program in the afternoon. So they are getting dismissed as juniors to take classes at MCC. Pursue dual credit coursework online or on campus at MCC, and then completion of community service hours. So big brothers, big sisters is an example. And we have a large number of students doing that, where the students go to the elementaries and they mentor a little. Mrs. Wyant's been a big for 12 years. I have a little over at Anson. I go there every Friday at 1:40. And I spend time with her. And we talk. And she's getting better. Her math skills are improving. And those are things that you could do too for kids in our school district. Okay, so seniors to dismiss just has a new look. It didn't really go away. And that one comes into effect in the year 2019-2020. In the past, senior dismiss was just given. You didn't have to do anything. You will have to provide documentation. So if you go work, your employer will have to provide an evaluation. If you do community service, whoever sponsors that community service needs to provide documentation. If you have industry credentials, you need to have to provide those documentation. So there'll be more documentation regarding these things. Community service, how many of you are trying to build your hours in community service? Raise your hands, raise it high. Come on, I need a lot more kids doing this, because I gave out 5 silver cords Monday. That was sad. I need to give out 100 silver cords on awards night, on senior awards night, okay? The Google form is going to stay open. There are questions about that. The Google form will stay open until the new online program goes into place. So well into August, okay? So if you're currently planning to do community service over the summer, you have a place to record it. Keep going. It stopped for seniors back a ways, but it's still open for all of you. All right, so I would love to see more kids earn that silver cord. That requires 200 hours. Remember, the previous slide said only 25, right? It only said 25, but that's for career readiness. For the silver cord, you have to have 200 hours. All right, that's what's different. Now, moving on off of college and career readiness, still all hooked together. In order for your GPA to be hit 2.75 or 4.0 or whatever, our teachers have been working hard to help you kids pass. And they call you in for ENR, or you have had the opportunity almost every day to go pick your ENR. It's open right now. Don't get out your computer though, I don't have enough hotspot. It's open right now. Go get your ENR. Well, when your teacher schedules you, you need to be there. They're partnering with you for your education. It's not a partnership if you don't show up. And we have some seniors who did not make the grades by noon today. They may make it tomorrow, but they're not walking on Sunday. When we say noon today, that's what we mean. So, folks, teachers have been working with you all year long. Get to your ENR, sign up for your ENR, sign up for where you need help, and be present.